and reshaping global trade. To discuss the opportunities in this field, we are thrilled to welcome Dr. Xavier Britto, Chairman of XP Group and a pioneer in logistics and shipping. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
At the outset, I thank Almighty and my parents for this wonderful day. In fact, I have to thank individually everyone. Thanks, Doctor. You were a hero during pandemic period. We couldn't see any other hero. There was no film. Thanks, dear boy, for the opportunity, and Jaypal and everybody. In the words of Vivekananda, a man is poor not because he doesn't have money. A man is really poor because he doesn't have dreams and ambition. A small town where I was chasing the cars. Today I could have the best cars in the world. It is because of the dream and ambition. I always tell my friends, consistent efforts, patience, and of course, your ability to change yourself can bring in tremendous amount of achievements in your life. Born in a small town among 12 siblings, my family was below middle class. My mother was a teacher. My father was a clerk in the court. Being a troublesome son, my mother could not make me to study in my hometown. She put me into the board school, and I was literally brought by the Jesuit fathers, thanks to them for the values they imparted in me. In St. Mary's, again I continued my problems, identifying myself, and a priest identified my talent, and I started developing self-confidence in me. Moved on to St. Joseph's, where our late President Abdul Kalam studied, and finishing that I went up to Chennai Loyola College, one of the best colleges in India. And in having won the gold medal, they offered me the job to be the assistant professor for a year. Yes, the journey started. My father and mother retired, and I couldn't do anything. And opportunities were coming, so I had to take up a job. So literally I worked for almost 2.5 years to complete my law, my company secretary, and also MBA studies. During my MBA, one of my professors found that I could be a better talent for shipping, and he brought me into shipping. Dear friends, in the words of late Mr. Tata, you all know that he says, never start a business to make a money. You start a business to make a difference. This is what in my mind, with about 20,000 rupees, with 5 people in a small place as a custom broker. 40 years back, I started this company. Without knowing the subject, I learned on the job, and nobody, even my entire family members, could not help. And banks were not willing to give me loan because I never had any assets. And that was the time I found that only I make a difference, only I become innovative, only I become proactive, I could be different from my competitors. And I started thinking in a different way, because way ahead, our country is going to grow. And it is going to grow very fast after 22 decades. And I started making all the logistics services slowly, one by one, from custom brokers to international freight forwarding, freight trade zone, supply chain, distribution, etc., etc. And today, because as it is rightly said, when you want to be successful, you have to have a goal. And when you have to have a goal, there must be a vision. If there has to be a vision, and you have to have the passion. And I am passionate about this logistic industry. That is the reason why we have become one of the largest logistic companies in India. Now I'm having directly employed more than 7,000 in India, having all offices all over the world and all over India. And this makes me proud. And more than that, very importantly, in my business, I make sure that all my employees are taken care. Even school dropouts have been trained by me, and a couple of them are the vertical heads. Each one is managing more than 1,000 employees. That is, I make sure people around me to grow with me, and that is the reason, that's what Mr. Iyava is also doing, that is the reason for my success. And that's why it is said, when you have the right team, your dream works. And that is what it is happening. So, having come into this business, now I was looking at what kind of collaboration between UK and probably India. Because before that I have to tell you, in order to be successful, in order to have the complete fulfillment in your life, you have to understand, never stop dreaming, never stop believing, never give up, never stop trying, and above all, never stop learning. This is the reason for my growth. This is my experience which I want to share with you. In 2021, between UK and India, the Enhancement Trade Collaboration Agreement was intended and established. That is the reason why the trade between the countries are growing. As a matter of fact, the positive aspects of FDI and the mergers and acquisition with our country is creating a lot of optimism between the countries of the trade. And as you all know, the ongoing, I think, a comprehensive free trade agreement is going to be entered, which really is going to benefit UK in terms of certain sectors, that is automotive sector, digital sector, and of course education, and above all, whiskey. And you must know, India is the largest country consuming whiskey. And that's going to be the biggest trade for UK with India. As a matter of fact, 2023 statistics shows that India is the second largest investing partner as far as UK is concerned. And more than that, the trade between these two countries is approximately $36.3 billion, and making India as the 11th investing partner of the world. And coming to the last part, what you can give back to the society. I always tell my friends everywhere, the attitude of gratitude will determine your attitude. And for me, gratitude is riches, and compliance is poverty. And many people, they are not gratitude. Gratitude is happiness. In fact, I must tell you that after I have started making some money, for all my alma mater, my school, my colleges, everywhere, I have put up independent blocks in my name, in my parents' name, and everybody's name, making sure that I have returned to my alma mater. That is St. Mary's Divinity College, St. Joseph's College, Trichy, and Loyola College, and everywhere. And more than that, my wife is here, that we have adopted more than 40 villages through our Sikh Foundation in order to have the empowerment of the women and ensuring the self-reliance of such women. And that is really going very well. So in our life, we have to understand that we have to repay. When you repay, you get back the maximum. That is the life, So finally, I have to tell you that where there is love, there is life. Where there is a life, there is always hope. Where there is a hope, there is always faith. Where there is a faith, miracles happen. And where there is a peace, there is God. When there is God, you don't have to fear for anything. That is why I say in entrepreneurs who are moving into the business, you have to be very, very clear that you need to work hard with your consistency and self-belief. Number two, you have to invest your time very wisely. That's called time management. And above all, never afraid to fail. I had failed many times in opening offices in the north and west because I could not understand the culture of our country. But anyway, today I'm able to make it up. It is because, as I always say, that your patience, perseverance, and perspiration are the unbeatable combination of your success, which I have experienced in my life. Finally, when you look back in your life, be grateful. When you look ahead, be hopeful. And when you have good life, thank God. And life is a gift, as hereby said. We work very hard. We work hard, sacrifice ourselves, and then make money. And later date, we spend a lot of money to recoup our health. So this is what he was mentioning to us. Thanks a lot, and it's a good day. In fact, I'm proud to be here. Thanks, Mr. Balan, and excellent hospitality. Great, and keep moving. And I'm surprised that you have such a good combination of your business people. This is all the networking. Today, when you talk about India, you have so much of geopolitical problems, and I think you will be addressing it. And also, the climatic situations are changing, and above all, the digital transformation, which is a double-edged weapon, which we need to handle it properly. Thank you very much.